to the instruction earlier. Alright, so I'm Sophie, and I have a bizarre family. And I know everybody says that at one point in their lives, but I'm actually telling the truth and I can prove it. So let's start with my dad's side. My dad has 4 sisters, and they all have kids, so I have a million cousins. I mean, I'm Italian, so what do you expect? Anyway, so my cousins are a unique group of human beings. Let's start with my cousin Finn. He's the kind of kid who acts before he thinks. So one time we were all riding up this glass elevator, and we look out, we're at about the 3rd story, and it's a pretty view, and we see my cousin Finn climbing up the side of the escalator. Now, not the side with the stairs, the side where he could have fallen 3 stories. Well, I mean, what do you expect from the kid who went to an outdoor shower and peed with other kids in it? Now, imagine kids like this with their own quirky little habits and things, times 14, and you have just my first cousins. So then to my mom's side. My mom is an Episcopal priest who is married to another Episcopal priest. And when that became normal for me, I don't know. Anyway, so we were driving to Tennessee to visit my relatives for Thanksgiving. And my mom decides, hey, let's play a card game. But her card games are having my stepdad explain Jesus' heritage from Abraham, who was like one of the first men ever. You Catholic kids know what I'm doing. Down to Jesus. And that's a very big family. It took about 45 minutes just to get through the quick little summary. I thought my brother was going to strangle himself with a blanket. So you can imagine what it's like to go camping with these people. So I was out camping in Arizona where my grandma lives, and I was sharing a tent with my mom, my stepdad, my brother, and I. And I had to sleep in the crack between the blow-up mattresses, so I already knew I was in for a long night. Then I'm there, and my brother decides it'd be good to sleep talk. So he's sleep talking about how he has to go to the bathroom, and my mom, who's also sleep talking, takes all the blankets off my stepdad and I and puts them onto my brother. Now, me seeing that the logic's not really making sense here, I don't want my brother to pee on my blanket, I tell my mom, hey, Mom, Eli just has to pee, and she whips around and looks at me, Sophie, be quiet! And I'm like, okay, so I try again, thinking maybe she didn't understand me. But no matter what my answer is, she just goes, Sophie, be quiet! So I stop, and my stepdad tries, and he goes, keep funny, and before he can get anything else out of his mouth, she whips around and goes, Sophie, be quiet! And so I go, Mom, that wasn't me, that was David, and she looks at me like I'm the stupidest person in the world, and goes, David's in a faraway land. I don't really know how to argue with that, so I just kind of go along with it. Later, my mom has to go to the bathroom, so she's crawling out of the tent because she slept on the far side of the tent from the door. So she's calling on all of us, and she grabs my stepdad's leg by accident and realizes this and starts banging on it and goes, whose body is this? And I'm like, well, I can't argue with anything because David's in a faraway land. So if you think my mom is weird, she is nothing like her brother. When they were kids, a telemarketer called and asked for my grandma, who was out in the garden. And he goes, oh, you're looking for Claudia? Well, she's in a hole in the backyard. Yeah, she's been in there for a couple weeks. It's fine. We bring her food. This conversation went on for about 20 minutes. And so one time I was driving in a car with my mom, my uncle, my brother, and I. And I'm 8, my brother's 5, so it's like 11 o'clock at night. We're sleeping in the backseat of the car because we're tired. And my uncle, at the top of his lungs, started to sing in opera, Sophie, why does the car smell like egg salad? I don't know. Which, of course, to me was the funniest thing I'd ever heard in my entire life. So, I mean, what do you expect from the kid who, at the age of 2, took the neighbor's kitten and tried to flush it down the toilet? That didn't end well. So if you think that's weird, that's not even half